Hello, my name is Ricky Lay, and today I'm going to be going over effective ways to relieve and prevent muscle pain after Zoom class. Now, while scrolling through these memes, I want you to make note of your seating position and pay attention to see if you're sitting correctly or if you're a little slouched over, and pay attention to how that can cause strain on your body throughout the day. In this presentation, we will be going over the importance of stretching after a long period of being in a seated position. We are going to locate what areas are affected by long periods of inactivity while in a seated position, like an office job or a Zoom class. We will also go over how to properly stretch those affected areas. The importance of stretching after a long period of being in a seated position is important because stretching keeps the muscle flexible, strong, and healthy. And we need that flexibility to maintain a range of motion in the joints. Without it, the muscles shorten and become tight. Then when you call on the muscles for activity, they are weak and unable to extend all the way. That puts you at risk for joint pain, strains, and muscle damage. For example, sitting in a chair all day results in tight hamstrings in the back of the thigh. That can make it harder to extend your leg or straighten your knee all the way, which inhibits walking. Likewise, when tight muscles are suddenly called on for a strenuous activity that stretches them, such as playing tennis, they may become damaged from suddenly being stretched. Injured muscles may not be strong enough to support the joints, which can lead to joint injury. What muscles are affected by prolonged exposure in a seated position? Research shows that repetitive motion, poor posture, and staying in the same position can cause or worsen musculoskeletal disorders. Staying in one position while doing repetitive motions is typical of a desk job. An analysis of job industry trends over the past 50 years revealed that at least 8 in 10 American workers are desk potatoes. The habits we build at our desk, especially while sitting, can contribute to discomfort and health issues including neck and shoulder pain, obesity, musculoskeletal disorders, stress, lower back pain, and carpal tunnel. According to the Mayo Clinic, more than 4 hours a day of screen time can increase your risk of death by any cause by 50%. There's also a 125% risk for cardiovascular disease. The good news is that moving or stretching is a buildable habit. For starters, you can set a timer to remind you to take a quick walk or stretch. If you are pressed for time, there are even certain stretches you can do at your desk. Further down in the presentation, I have included stretches you can even do while in class, as long as you're paying attention, that is. In the next upcoming slides, examples of effective stretches on different parts of the body will be shown. Down below are some examples of head and neck stretches, and make note of these next couple stretches because these stretches are things that you can even do while in class. These are some examples of upper body stretches that are also some simple stretches that you can do occasionally while you're in class. Pay attention to these examples of back stretches, as the lower back is one of the areas of the body that is most affected due to periods of prolonged sitting. Prolonged sitting puts added pressure and stress on the lower back, as while you are sitting, your back is in a curved position. Being in this curved position puts a lot of stress on your back and your lower extremities. These are some examples of lower body stretches that can prevent things like sciatica. In conclusion, as shown throughout the presentation, stretching is something that is simple and can very easily be done anywhere. Due to its simplicity, that is why it is recommended to stretch as much as you can, as there are so many benefits that outweigh any negatives. After every Zoom class,